Right, hello guys, you're watching the Geek Semble, and today we're talking about Fear of the Walking Dead, Series 5, Episode 1 to 4. First time watching again. I'm going to be reviewing Episode 1 to 4, Series 5. We talked about all the other seasons, so check that out on the channel if you haven't already. But we all know how I've struggled with this show compared to the main show. But I've actually started to care about the characters in these episodes, which is decent. I think Series 5, with the 4 episodes we got, is a massive step up in the right direction. A lot of people have said they don't like Morgan, and they think as soon as he come on board, he kind of ruined it. I think he improved it massively. Although I can say he hasn't had any sort of character development in this show. He's still Morgan from the main show and still acts like that. But yeah, I like starting to like these characters, but I still don't like them enough to know their name. So I'm going to struggle with this, but I'm still going to go with it and describe them as we go, and hopefully you know who I'm talking about. The woman, the sister, who lost her brother and the mom from the main family. Her and Morgan's chemistry is really cool. And I like how Morgan can talk to her and talk her down. But she's still a badass taking out zombies. And yeah, she's strong. And of course, we've got another thing, the guy who owns the boat. That guy and the beef he has with the other old man who we keep visiting ever so often. He just likes to be left on his own, and everyone just keeps bothering him. He now has a cat, which is fair enough. But like, he keeps getting bothered. He just wants to be on his own, and you guys keep bothering him and asking him for stuff, asking for his water supply, asking for this, and now they want stuff for the plane crash. They want parts for that. He just keeps getting asked. He's like, leave me alone. But yeah, that's a funny thing that keeps appearing for him. I think it's just annual. You have to bring him in the series somehow. So let's add him in without adding him to the group. We've took out some crazy people in this show and within the main show, definitely. But we got some new interesting stuff with someone putting zombies on a head, like a Christmas tree, putting like heads on trees and stuff, which is interesting. We've also got stuff such as these kids that want to be left alone, but our main group is trying to help them. Now I have a problem with this, and I also have the element of fair enough. They want to be left on their own, blah blah blah. And obviously one kid starting to get to know the group and starting to have a care for them, where the others want to trick the group into getting them gone. These three kids basically. But the problem I have is our main characters. The first thing we see is them trying to help these kids. And then Morgan's challenging the group, and the group are like, why are we doing this? We're putting ourselves in danger. And Morgan's like, this is what we do. We've helped so many already. We can keep doing this. But from the audience perspective, we haven't seen them help anyone other than these kids. Yet they're starting to challenge, and we should have saved some of that challenging and why we're trying to help people later on in the series. I felt it was way too soon in episode 1 to just try and challenge that. That's something I have a niggle with, I guess you could say, a little thing. It's not really important. It's just like you're a bit too soon, and we've only just seen you help one person, like 3 kids. We haven't seen them help any other people so far. So why are they challenging it so early on? But yeah, next up, I'm sorry, my cat's just being a loon, so you're gonna have to deal with that noise. I'm sorry, guys. Where was I? Yeah. So the zombies have still got the same budget. They're not exactly. They look okay. They're not as good as the main show, I feel. They're lacking some stuff, and the challenge around the zombies aren't really that challenging, I find, for this show compared to the main show. But the aspect of which I'm going to bring into now, I don't know his name either, but he's from the main show and he has his face half melted from Negan, of course, from the main show. He's one of Negan's saviors, and I don't know his name, but he's got the blonde hair with the goatee, trying to find his girlfriend, and she's leaving him clues. Yeah, he eventually bumps into the Fear of the Walking Dead group, and I like that. That was quite cool, and we got some little references to Negan and what went down, and then when he finally meets Morgan, and there's like, Morgan's trying to give him another chance, and I know what happened. Rick kind of banished you. Well, I think it's more Daryl that kind of banished him, to be fair, because he's on easy street. Da-da-da-da, 1, 2, 3. That song on a loop to Daryl torturing him. I think Daryl that was like, no, you're not staying here, to the max. So that's fair enough. But yeah, where was I? I just liked having him. I thought it was decent, and now he's kind of with the group. He's still trying to find his wife, and he's looking for her. Obviously with what went down in the main show. And it was just nice to have. But our main character's trying to save him, and he gets surrounded by zombies in this car. And there's this little cowboy setting, and I like the vibe of this. It's like a cowboy setting, and the zombies, and it felt cool. It felt old fashioned with what they were trying to do. And they had the gun, and it shot, and it bounced and took 2 zombies out. It was pretty cool. I really liked that. I thought it was decent. Yeah, these 4 episodes were solid, and they were the better in the right direction, I felt. And am I gonna do it? No, I don't think I'm gonna save that. I don't think it's worthy of an 8 out of 10. I think I'm gonna go 7 out of 10, which is one of the closest to the highest I've ever ranked Fear of the Walking Dead. It's still a low ranking compared to the main show, I'm not gonna lie, but a 7 I'm going to give these episodes for Series 5. I think it's a massive step in the right direction. I'm starting to care about all the characters. Well, all but, the woman that films everyone, and, that woman, she gets taken out. Yeah, I completely forgot about her. And when our characters met up with her again, I was like, oh yeah, she exists. I completely forgot about her. When she was literally in that locked up and beaten, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about you. You got knocked out. A couple, like 2 episodes ago, 1 episode ago. Yeah, that character needs more development, I guess. But yeah, I think it's all coming together slightly interestingly now, and obviously the moral of trying to help people and save people, trying to do the good thing, but also that plane crash at the beginning of episode 1 has caught a ripple of them trying to fix the plane, getting them to scrapes to try and get all that together, and the kids, whether they're going to come with them or not, it's still to be questioned. And then someone trying to basically warn them away with putting zombies on trees and stuff. Is who's doing that? We still quite not know. Also, there was a little brief fun thing with Negan having to... Negan? Wrong show. Morgan, that's the one. Had to take his clothes off because of radiation. And the zombies, you can't kill certain zombies, which was more of a challenge with the zombies, because they could have been infected with radiation, which could cause you problems. So that was a cool scenario they tried to do for a little thing. It was a bit more imaginative. But yeah, 7 out of 10 these episodes. Thought it was decent for what it's worth. Fear of the Walking Dead, Series 5, Episode 1 to 4. Join me next time where I first time watch and react to Episode 5 and beyond. So Series 5, Episode 5, join us for that one. Of course, we won't just do Fear of the Walking Dead or the main show of The Walking Dead. I actually realise I'm just wearing a Walking Dead top, so that's quite good. I will shut that shit down, Negan. Yeah, I don't just talk about Walking Dead, of course. I do Marvel, Doctor Who, Rick and Morty, DC, you name it. Really a space to be for a geek like me. So join Johnny and subscribe. I'll see you guys on another video soon. Have a nice day. Be careful for walkers when you press that subscribe button, because you know you want to. See you guys next time.